Soulja Boy is done, bro. Bro might be homeless soon.
Oh, what happened to Big Soulja? They said Big Soulja ain't from the hood. He might be homeless soon.
Bruh. This is the absolute worst news that anybody could
Big
ever
Soulja.
get. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the court debacle that's been going on over the last couple of months with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was seen visibly shooken and expressionless when a guilty verdict was read out loud today in court, accusing Soulja Boy of some very nasty accusations. This Soulja Boy case is about to turn this industry upside down, because what Soulja Boy did is horrible, is nasty, is disgusting, but it's not abnormal, right? I know 100 rappers who have done similar things to what Soulja Boy is being accused of. Bro. On or about December 2018, Plaintiff began working for Soulja Boy.
Right.
Plaintiff was to act as Soulja Boy's personal assistant.
Right.
Her job responsibilities included, but were not limited to, cleaning the house, cooking and or bringing food and snacks, carrying personal belongings or luggage, styling Soulja Boy's hair, driving him around, handling traveling itineraries, vetting guests, and other requests that were made by Soulja Boy on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
Hiring a personal assistant ain't illegal, but here's where a regular personal assistant for somebody in an esteemed profession and a rapper personal assistant differ. A rapper would use personal assistant or that job title to essentially move in hot chicks so they can crack them. Soulja Boy agreed to pay her $500 a week. This is minimum wage, but
bro, $500 a week to cook, clean your house, bring food and snacks, carry personal belongings. You got a female carrying your personal belongings. Oh my God. Styling your hair should be $500 a week by itself if you're doing it once or twice a week. Driving you around, nigga, Uber, you could drive an Uber and make more than $500 a week. Handling travel itineraries, vetting guests, and other requests that were made by defendant on a day-to-day basis. You did all that for $500 a week?
This is one of the highest payments I've seen from a personal assistant for a rapper. She would even...
Plaintiff worked defendant approximately 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. Oh my God.
Admit that she got paid $200 a week from somebody else, and the other person ain't pay her nothing at all, just room and board. So $500 a week for regular people with regular jobs is minimum wage.
That's not even minimum wage,
who get to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. That is like premium pay. Now, here's where the predatory line gets drawn between how these rappers interact with personal assistants.
These rappers do be
and
tweaking.
What a regular duty of a personal assistant should be.
Right.
So these rappers, would move in or move these chicks in, right?
Yep.
So the chicks would move into their home. So she moved into Soulja Boy's residence located in Malibu, California.
Even a girl who would be willing, she a bop. You moved into my house to be basically my, I'm not going to say slave, but you basically my wife. My thing is, why don't y'all just go get a girl and marry her and then she could do all that for the free ski? I don't get it. Why you got this strange, weirdo bop thought in your house you don't know, you paying her $500 a week?
In Belle Canyon, California. Now, this chick will claim that she was working 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. Most of the time, these things aren't even treated like real jobs. There's no W-2s, 1099s. This is cash under the table.
Right.
And that's if they're lucky. A lot of these dudes will move these chicks in
and won't pay them nothing.
Cook for them, wash their drawers, roll their blunts, and essentially try to clap their cheeks. Right? And clapping their cheeks is essentially like the consistent duties that they care about the most. They don't.
But why not just get a girlfriend?
Care about you washing their clothes or cooking for them, bro. Right, bro? They can get a girlfriend for that, bro. They want to just clap your cheeks. That's it. So this chick and Soulja Boy was no different, because as soon as she moved in and started working for Soulja Boy, almost immediately Soulja Boy began to send her pictures of his junk, trying to seduce the chick. Now, shortly after plaintiff and employment relationship, a romantic relationship also developed, and this how they get you. This how they get you. She was saying, the relationship was consensual.
Hold on, y'all, because y'all know I love putting y'all on to that easy money. CashKick.com is a free to use cash rewards marketplace that helps you save and grow your money. This is some of the simplest and easiest ways to make money right now. All you have to do is play mobile games on your phone and you can earn up to $500 per deal. Now remember, I said cashkick.com is free to use, so they will never ever ever ask you to send them any type of money. Signing up is super easy. All you need is an email and a password. Once you sign up, all you have to do is download your first offer and start making money. Now your offers and reward amounts can change at any time. So that means you can download a game on your phone, play it for long enough, make $500 on one day, and the next day you can download a whole nother game, play it for long enough, make $300. Next day, same thing. This is some of the easiest money I can tell you about right now. And again, you can earn up to $500 per deal. So this is what I need you to do. Go to cashkick.com, make you an account, activate your account. Make sure you turn on allow tracking on your phone so that the app can actually track how much you're playing the game and earn you some of the easiest money you can make. Y'all can't say I ain't never did nothing for you. Skate.
He didn't grape me, or at least initially he didn't grape me. This was consensual. But under law, ain't no such thing as consensual, man, when you hire this chick.
FBI, open up!
See, what Soulja Boy probably ain't
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ain't realize or understand, bruh. You treating this chick like just some type of regular chick who's just living in your crib, so why not? Why can't I clap her cheeks? I'm paying for her to live here. But she's your employee.
Right.
You are employing her.
Goofy boy.
You can't just start sending her unsolicited pictures to try to seduce her. And then once the seduction works, you start sleeping with her. That's not how this works, bruh. And under law, she could leave at any point, file a lawsuit, bruh, and break your pockets for workplace harassment, workplace sexual harassment. It could be anything. As soon as Soulja Boy began to clap her cheeks and sleep with her, he started to forget that she was an employee, right? He stopped paying her regularly, and apparently he began to violate her, right? Acting violently towards her. Now, according to her, the violent acts began on or around January 23rd, 2019, and included numerous instances of physical violence, kicking, throwing, and punching, SA, spitting on her body, and threats of physical violence and death. She would recall an incident that took place January 23rd, 2019. Apparently, her and Soulja Boy was in the vehicle. Soulja Boy asked her to drop him off at his mom's house. She assumed his mom lived in Georgia, so she asked him, wait, hold on, don't your mom live in Georgia? Apparently, Soulja Boy got so irate, he kicked her out of the vehicle, dragged her out, and she was stranded, right? And when she was stranded...
Big Soulja, King Draco, I hope this is false, bro. I hope this is not true, bro. Because this is bad.
After being physically pushed out the vehicle,
this is bad.
She was forced to walk 5 miles from Beverly Hills to Hollywood Boulevard.
Damn.
When I say Soulja Boy began to treat her like his girlfriend when he began sleeping with her, this is what I meant. This is not news. This is not shocking. This is pretty normal for Soulja Boy. I'm not sure if you guys are old enough to where y'all knew when Soulja Boy was dating Nia Riley, when they were on television, they were on Love and Hip Hop. Yo, Nia Riley has a well-documented history of calling out Soulja Boy for violating her. She was even on Tasha K, telling numerous stories of Soulja Boy violating.
It's going down like this.
Haircut, and where our bed was, you could look like straight into the bathroom, like right where you are, and then the door was downstairs, and the front door, like right there. As soon as you get to the bottom of the steps, so I was like, okay, I know this nigga's haircuts take like an hour, if not longer. So I was like, okay. So I'm trying to make sure he can't see me in certain mirrors, like from the bathroom. And I pack my bags. I pack my bag, and I try to, like, it's a crazy situation to try and get out of it. But I was like, okay, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm leaving. Can't do it. So I just sat there. I was watching. He hadn't moved. Didn't get up for nothing for a minute. So I was like, okay. So I got up, got my bag. And I walked down the stairs, and I was like halfway down the stairs, and I felt him press it against the back of my head. And I just sat down. I sat on the steps, and I sat on the steps for about probably a couple hours. I just stayed there. And he was sitting behind me, and I didn't say.
With the gun?
Oh, he put a blick to the back of her head. I thought I thought it.
FBI, open up!
Now listen, gang. Listen. I know it be females lying. I know this. But when you get the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 girls telling you been doing the same type of stuff, it's like it's hard for me to not believe that that's what you on, gang. The only thing that would make it like solidify it is like some video evidence type vibe.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember I feel like he had just finished his haircut right at the moment I wanted to leave.
Where the bar was at?
But yeah,
you should have ran.
And he had friends there that was sitting there, and I would just watch him, and nobody ever said anything. And
Teddy Riley even called out Soulja Boy and said he needs to apologize for the years of violating his daughter Nia. So this is
Teddy,
not something that's
Teddy Riley's daughter. Oh my God!
Old accusations that Soulja Boy has always been linked to. So when I hear the personal assistant who essentially turned into his girlfriend because she was living with him, cooking for him, and getting her cheeks clapped by him.
Right.
So yeah, it's no surprise or it's no shocker from my perspective that he began to do similar things to her that he did to Nia Riley. On or around February of 2019, they weren't on good terms. He wanted the cheeks. She wasn't trying to give him the cheeks because she wasn't feeling him at the time.
Right.
So he took it. Right. He took it without her permission or without her consent.
Oh.
And then paid her $1,000 to apologize. Now, on or around May of 2019, apparently she tried to leave, right? She tried to quit. She was tired of it. But when she tried to leave, apparently Soulja Boy grabbed her phone and spit on her when she tried to quit. Now, at the time, she tolerated this because she claims that she was in love with
Oh
Soulja
my
Boy.
God.
But this is a trend. This is the same thing that we just heard Nia Riley's told Tasha K 5 years ago. She said,
that was 5 years ago.
I tried to leave. I was sick and tired of being violated, being mistreated, so I tried to leave. And when I tried to leave, he put a gun to the back of my head. So, again, how I would, like decide on who's guilty or who's not, or how I decide.
It's a whole Tyler Perry movie, gang. Do your homework on Tyler Perry movies.
Whether or not somebody is credible, I look at the trends, bro. If you got a trend of doing these things, bro, I'm going to take the person's word who's claiming you did it to them after you done did it to multiple other people. She documented how Soulja Boy threatened to unalive her on multiple occasions. He would brutalize her pretty badly. And how on one occasion, he hit her so hard in the back of her head that she fell unconscious and had to wake up in a locked bedroom. This is not just regular rage. This is like uncontrollable psychotic rage. This is
weirdo behavior, bro. Especially when you find out that these niggas don't be doing nothing to the men that they be having problem with. You know what I'm saying? Just like academics. It ain't no different than academics. It's academics worse. Because I seen people really treat academics like a bitch. And he let anything slide when it's another man. But if a female piss him off, he all in their face talking about somehow he'll whoop them and all that. And that's usually a sign of like a weirdo, bro. Like, it's something about you we don't know about.
It's insane. But this isn't even the worst part or the sickest part.
Oh, it's about to get worse.
The sickest part about all of this, or the sickest accusation from my perspective in this lawsuit, is when she would say that she left, right? That one day things got so bad, she officially left. Now, when she left, she tried to come back to grab her belongings.
Why?
Because she didn't have time to grab anything. She
should have came back with the police, though.
And when she got back and tried to get her belongings, she would claim that Soulja Boy forced himself on her. If we go to paragraph 20, on numerous occasions and sometimes twice in the same day, Soulja Boy would inappropriately touch her, forcibly pulled her pants off, and grape her, according to her.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now. I've been in clubs, like especially in Atlanta, all in Atlanta. I've been in clubs, and I see how these weird. This is why I don't like clubs, folks, because it's just weird energy. But I see how these weirdo niggas just walk in the club and get to touching on, you know what I'm saying, touching on the girls and just start touching like I'm talking about inappropriate as hell, gang. Like the girl like she a piece of meat or something, or like we had the slave trade. Like, damn. And like a lot of times the girls don't even be saying nothing. And I think that'd be more out of fear than anything else. This is crazy, gang.
All right, now if we scroll down and
this
go
is
to
crazy.
Paragraph 22, on or around September or October of 2020, plaintiff attempted to retrieve her belongings after leaving. And when she tried to, apparently Soulja Boy refused to give her belongings, and he used the opportunity to grape the plaintiff again. This chick came to court with receipts, with photos, with text messages. She came to court with, it's as if she was documenting this as it was happening, knowing she was about to sue.
She was going,
because
what she was going to do.
She had receipts for every accusation she made against Soulja Boy in 4K.
That's crazy.
So Soulja Boy had to testify. He had to take the stand because, bruh, like this chick got nothing but proof. So Soulja Boy had to take the stand to do some damage control. Now, his lawyers will question him about conduct. He would say that every time they were intimate, he would ask her if she wanted to be intimate, and it was all fully consensual. Now, one of the things I did pay attention to, right, was the above, man, was when Soulja Boy was questioned about being rich and all the money he has, because his finances is a big deal, all right? His finances is a big deal in this situation. Soulja Boy was forced to admit to all the things he capped about, like making $15 to $20 million from Crank That. He said it was cap.
Oh, my God.
All right. And they asked him how much has he made this year from streaming, all right? Well, not the music, but from streaming his video games and TikTok and stuff like that.
Okay.
So when asked about his money from online streaming, Soulja Boy said probably like $18,000 so far this year.
Oh my God!
He's only made $18,000 this year. Yeah, because it takes a while for the money to like produce from the streams. Oh no! So it looks like this is from music. $18,000 this year off his music, which to me honestly makes sense. All right,
off his music is probably true. Off his music is probably true because ain't nobody listening to Soulja Boy no more. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it do take a long time for you to. What you call it? But I don't know.
So Soulja Boy says his bank account fluctuates and that trial is taking a lot of his money. And he will say he makes $300 to $400 per live stream on TikTok.
$300 to $400 per live stream.
Also asked Soulja Boy about him saying he'd been offered $140 million for a video game system. Now, mind you, this was part of the cap that Soulja Boy was capping about in like 2016, 2018.
Right.
So Soulja Boy said it didn't go through.
Oh, okay.
But Soulja Boy told us he already got the $100 million.
Right.
So Soulja Boy laughed when Sabrina asked him if he's worth $100 million. All right. So Soulja Boy admits to all the cap in court. All right. But ultimately, bruh, the messages, the proof, he got found guilty. It was an easy call.
He got found guilty. So he got found. Is this a criminal case though, bro? Like, is he going to jail for this? He got found guilty though.
Boy came out and decided to speak to the public. Now, mind you,
this bad.
Usually when somebody gets found guilty,
this bad,
right, or when a verdict comes, they walk out of court with their lawyers. Their lawyers have a press conference and they talk. No, bro, Soulja Boy walked out of court by himself, left his lawyers, and gave Megan Cuniff a statement. And here's what Soulja Boy had to say about the guilty verdict.
About the verdict.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence.
This nigga he's reading off of his phone right now. Folks then went on ChatGPT and said, type me up an apology. Do your homework on ChatGPT. Do your homework on AI. Do your homework on artificial intelligence. Do your homework on Crank That Soulja Boy.
But rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent.
Boy, I hate rappers, man.
Yo,
I hate rappers,
God,
bro.
That was bad,
Even
bro.
he don't believe he's innocent, bro. You can just see him. Bro, you
that
don't
was bad,
that,
bro.
Man, cut it out, man. Bro, cut it out, bro.
That was bad, bro. You couldn't at least study your lines, bro? Like, damn, if you gonna go up there and be an actor, bro, you know, good actors study their lines, my guy. Do your homework on do your homework on Denzel. Denzel don't go start no movie. He don't know nothing about the script, folks. He know them lines, folks. Y'all tweaking, gang.
Cut it out, bro. Bro, listen.
Come on, gang.
This is where being hard on the 304 gets you, man.
This bad.
Of course you did it.
This bad.
Bro, you just lost another lawsuit of this other chick who just won like $400,000 in damages.
Damn.
And these aren't being rewarded because he's not showing up. No, he's actually showing up. And
right.
And you know, they're hearing evidence for him and the other chicks, and they're giving guilty verdicts for each one. Right? So he already lost one. This is the second one he lost.
FBI, open up!
Now, he about to lose another one because another court case is starting next month.
Oh.
This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain. And I would not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time. I promise that I will fight until
I'm not
the end.
gonna lie though, the fact that you hired her as an assistant and you paid her $500 a week is already a red flag, bro. Like, that's a red flag, bro. You supposed to have 15, 20, 100 some $1 million from Crank That and all that, folks. And you paid her $500 a week to be your personal assistant is crazy.
And to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
And you let her live in your house.
Repeating the first 3 sentences. I apologize.
Today, I stand before you.
That was crazy. That nigga cleared his throat talking about Soulja Boy, this bad,
man, this
bro.
is this is a skit, homie.
Nah, for real though. This a bad skit. This take one.
This a skit, man.
This take one.
Yo, y'all gotta cut it out, bro. What?
That was bad.
You repeated? Oh, nah, man.
That was bad.
Yo, Soulja Boy, cut it out, bro.
That was bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta give it to you, not Soulja. Them females finna take you for everything you got, boy. So Big Soulja might be broke by 20 next week. Do your homework. God damn,
yo, bro,
Big
pay that
Draco.
girl her money, man, and cut it out, bro.
How much they talking about she gotta
Cut
get?
the buffoonery, bro. Cut it out, man. Listen, yo, Soulja Boy don't got $4 million to get. He don't got $4 million.
It don't seem like he got $4 million.
I don't think he had $400,000 to give, and she's having troubles collecting her money.
Right.
I think this right here, essentially, bro, is gonna destroy and ruin Soulja Boy's life.
Yeah.
When you have judgments like this out there, bro,
This gonna get bad.
obviously he don't have the money to pay. So
Yeah.
you know what they're coming for now? The royalties, his percentages from Crank That. They're coming for them cars. They're coming for the
houses,
streaming money.
maybe.
They're coming for everything, which is why they're asking him to itemize his assets in court.
Right.
So again, and I don't think Soulja Boy, will have like a WAC 100 in his corner. Like
Right.
when the game lost his lawsuit, WAC 100 was able to make things shake to where, the game is protected. WAC got a lot of the assets in his name. But with Soulja Boy,
Right.
I don't think he got some type of high-powered people, bro.
I don't
Even
think
his lawyers.
I don't think Soulja Boy, I don't think he got his ducks in a row. Like, he don't strike me as that type of person. Like, he don't strike me as the dude that, got 5-10 million in stocks, 20 million in real estate that he rent out. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem like he got a whole bunch of businesses. It just seemed like he got some clout, didn't know what to do with it for real, sold some products, went viral, probably on accident. He probably wasn't even trying to go viral. He just was going viral, and he was making a lot of money from that. So it don't seem like he ever thought about investments. I never heard of him talking about real estate or stocks or buying some shares or some crypto investments or none of that, gang. I never really heard him talking about no real money moves. And he already not like a huge popping rapper to where he can go on tour and make a lot of money from streaming and all that. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of clout. People know who he is, but I don't know if people trying to watch I don't know how busting his Twitch streams or his YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this matters, gang. And the fact that you got this on your over your head now, the fact that people talk like it's bad, bro. I hope they not lying. Cause if they lying, they over bogus as hell for ruining his life like that. But if they telling the truth, gang, you bogus, folks.
Or high power, bro. So, they about to cook Soulja Boy, man, right? The jewelry being taken, the cars being taken. Bro might be homeless after this is done, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Though.
No cap. This is scary, gang. And if she talking about she got receipts, evidence, and all that, bro, like, man.